The first group of people, they don't give importance to the Word of God. Looks like listening to the Word of God, but they don't listen to the Word of God. The second group of people, they listen to the Word of God for some time, and after some time, they divert to something else. Somewhat like they think and they decide whom to meet after service, where to go, like you guys, right? You're planning already, just kidding. The third group of people, they will listen only to the Word of God that they like. Okay? If they don't like the Word of God, they will never listen. The fourth group of people, they will always find out the errors that the preachers make, okay, speakers make. And the fifth group of people, they are always ready to listen to the Word of God with their heart. And the Word of God works with this kind of people. If you don't give a place for the Word of God, then our life will never be changed. And so I believe we are all here to listen to the Word of God. Today I'm going to talk to you about finding your purpose. Okay? To find our purpose. And today we're going to find that purpose. Let's see. David found his purpose. If we look back his life, he was just a shepherd boy. But what happened to David? Okay? God chose David. God elevated David from a shepherd boy to a king. We all know that. And God can do that for you. God can elevate you to higher heights if only you agree. You might say, I come from a poor background. You might say, I come from a very small family. You might say, I come from a very small village. You might say, I'm a single person. You might say, I don't have qualification. You might say, I don't look handsome. I don't look beautiful. But I always say, I'm handsome. Okay, we should appreciate ourselves. You might say all those things. You might think maybe this is all I am destined for. But no, my friends. Okay? God has a greater calling. God has a greater plan in your life. Let me share a short story about a person called Smith Wigglesworth. He was such a wonderful preacher. Okay? And whenever he prayed, miracles happened. He was just an amazing preacher. Before he came to Christ, whenever he prayed, people raised from dead. And that was such a big miracle in his life. But if we see his earthly life, he was just a plumber. He was fixing pipes and taps. That was his job. See, he was a simple guy. And when we say plumber, we take it as a very low job, isn't it? Plumber. Pipe can banai thake. See, we take it as a very low job. Initially, his wife used to preach in a church. Okay, his wife was a preacher, and his job was to give water to his wife whenever she preaches. That was his job. See, he was the kind of person. His job was a plumber, go fix pipes, water. Whenever his wife preaches, he used to give and serve water to his wife. And sometimes he thought that this is what God has destined me for. To serve people, to serve my wife, to fix pipe. That was what he thought. But God did not think that way. Okay? God made him the leader of the nation. He was such an amazing person. He was a mighty warrior, a mighty preacher who raised people from death. And God used his life. He started his ministry at the age of 45. Okay? One day it happened that his wife did not come and preach. And the people seated, the congregation, the dignitaries, the leaders, they requested Smith to pray. But this Smith, he said, how can I pray? My job is to serve water. My job is to fix pipe. How can I pray? No. He resisted. But people insisted him to pray. He was so nervous. He was tense. There were no option for him. He just stood up he came forward to the pulpit and he started praying, Lord, heal them. He started praying. When he started praying, miracles started happening. The direction that he showed his hand, people started falling off. He just did this way, people started falling off. He was wondering what was happening. He was very much, surprised to see those miracles done by him. And that's how God started to work in his life. He was such a mighty warrior for God. God blessed people through his life. You see, a water boy, a waterman. God started using his life. And that's the power of God. When the power of God starts in our life, God, uses our lives mightily. If only we are ready. You might say, I'm a simple and I'm ordinary person. That's in man's eyes. But in God's eye, you are very special. God has a better plan for you. A military army, when he enters the battleground, he enters with the hope that he will be a successful person. When a student enters an exam hall, he enters the exam hall with the hope that he will be a successful person. When a businessman starts a new business, he starts the business with the hope that he will get lots of benefits and he will be a successful businessman. We all think in that way, that we will be successful one. But many a times we face failures in our lives. We fail to understand our purpose in our life. That is what we do. And whenever we face failures in our life, we need to try to find out the reason why I am not successful. If I look back my life, people used to mock at me. And I was rejected by my church. My pastor rejected me because I had long hair. I was very freaky because I was a musician. I used to wear jeans. I used to carry guitar and I used to go. If I go to church, they will, as if I'm from a different nation, kind of alien. My church, my pastor rejected me. My society rejected me. See, and when I gave my life to God, I started carrying Bible, and I used to go to church like this. So I have to cross my colony. I have to cross people. I used to go like this, and it is very difficult for us to carry Bible like this. Initial stage, people used to mock at me. See, pastor. See, I have faced a lot of failures. People used to call me Paki singer also. I was a Paki singer. I don't sing, but I used to play guitar. So they used to call me Paki singer because we did not have any instruments such as like this. We really had a difficult time. But then I never gave up. I was very strong. See, people look at me like people look at me like a village boy. But now you look at me, I look very handsome, right? I came from United States of America. See, I never gave up, I never gave up. I was very strong. I said, God, I will serve you. I started, praying. I started going to college, Bible college, even music. I'm still playing. See? And that's how God elevated me. God can elevate you also. You might be going through difficult times. You might be facing a lot of failures in your life. But if only you give your life to God, God is ready to elevate you. And this is what God has done in the lives of many people. So the reason that we are unsuccessful is because of many problems. Because we don't follow God's design. And so what we need to do is, we need to follow God's design in our life. We need to put God first in our life. And so lastly, God says, if you place Him first, He will take care of everything else. My dear friends, you have to put God first in your life. No matter what situations you might be going through, give your life to God and God will elevate you. Shall we all stand to our feet?